name is Cole Taylor,
And I'm Latoria Smith.
and this is a presentation on how we'll teach you to do five-a-side soccer, or also known as blind soccer. Five-a-side soccer is a sport where blind athletes can play a regular soccer game with modified rules and equipment. Five-a-side soccer is played outside on grass or turf, and is modified for these athletes for their exact size. It's more popular in areas of Brazil, England, and Argentina. The USA is still working on a national team by 2028 Paralympic Games. A brief history: five-a-side soccer has been ran by the International Blind Sports Federation, also known as IBSF, since 1996, and played by modified FIFA rules. It debuted at the Paralympic Games for the first time at Athens in 2004 Paralympics. People can play at local capabilities and even the national level, being the Paralympics. There are a few capabilities listed and much more found on usaba.org. There is also contact information from the IBSA that is available to anyone who wants to compete nationally.
Equipment needed for five-a-side soccer is the same as traditional soccer. Uniforms, cleats, pop-up goals, shin guards can be purchased at your local Dick's, Walmart, Target, and sporting goods stores. Bell balls, soccer nets and goals, blindfolds, eye shades, shin guards, stopwatches, and rebound panels can be purchased on websites such as Hand Life Sport, Network Sport, and Gopher Sports. If you do not have enough money to purchase the equipment, you can apply for grants, you can have fundraisers, you can accept donations, or you can even make some of this equipment at your home. For example, a five-a-side soccer ball will be estimated around $50.
Here are some of the basic rules and modifications on how to play five-a-side soccer. The field is in a rectangular shape of 40 meters by 20 meters. The whole length of the pitch must be covered by kickboards to prevent the ball from going out of play. The goal dimensions are 3 meters wide and 2 meters high. The ball is made for noise for location for the players. Spectators must remain silent until a goal is scored. Each team fields 4 outfield players and 1 goalie keeper. Outfield players must be B1 visual classification, while the goalkeeper can be either B2, B3, or have full vision. All outfield players must wear eye shades, while goalkeepers do not wear eye shades. Players must say voy or a similar word when moving towards an opponent, tackling, or searching for the ball. The team coach, goalkeeper, and specific guides can communicate to the players. The game consists of 40 minutes, composed of 2 20-minute halves. Teams can use a 1-minute timeout in each half. The clock stops whenever the ball goes out of play or a foul occurs. And here are some of the highlights of some of the Paralympic Games played by teams.
Some of the skills needed to play a successful game of five-a-side soccer are passing, dribbling, and shooting. As you can see in the video, students are using the passing cues as far as making sure their ankles are firm and striking the ball with the inside of their foot. Students are also calling each other's names out and clapping their hands to pass the ball back and forth.
You ready? Let's go out. Please. Ready? Come on. No. Yes, it's in here. Oh. Did you hit him? Yeah. You got it. Okay. Pass it to me. I'm right. Oh, I got it. I'm right.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
Pass it to me. I'm right where you are.
For dribbling, students use tactile modeling and physical guidance for communication. While playing five-a-side soccer, when dribbling, towards someone, you should always say void. This is to let other people know a defender is coming towards their way.
Max, take your time. You're doing an excellent job. You're doing good so far. Keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Good job. Keep going. I'm the clap. And you just follow my clap. That's all right. Good job. Good job. Up next, cup.
In this video, verbal communication as well as physical guidance is used to assist the player in shooting towards the soccer goal.
Some universally designed variations can be having an audio speaker and audio balls louder. It is to make sure that people who are visually impaired or people who are blindfolded can hear where the goal is and where to go for the ball to keep the game going. Another variation is having homemade equipment if they can't get real equipment. An example could be having plastic bag over the ball so athletes can hear where the ball is going, or even during this time of COVID, if people have extra face masks available, have it cover over their eyes. I don't recommend it, but it's a possibility. Another way is having a verbal/physical sound to direct the athlete, such as clapping or using their voice. Other variations can include different size of the balls, slowing down the pace of the game, adding or getting rid of rules. Though my partner Latoria did not have the proper equipment to play five-a-side soccer, she made sure her students were following the modified rules and implementing the use of passing, dribbling, and shooting aspects of the game by clapping or using their voice.
One way to infuse five-a-side soccer into your PE curriculum would be to teach a lesson of five-a-side soccer. For example, during the last day of your traditional soccer unit, you can implement blindfolds, bell balls, or auditorial balls for students to participate with. Another way you can infuse five-a-side soccer into your PE curriculum would be developing a whole week discussing Paralympic sports. During this week, you can also infuse a Paralympic night or day. Also during the Paralympic Sports Week, you can have role models come in to talk about the Paralympic sport, or you can even watch videos pertaining to the Paralympic sport. Jefferson Concavus, aka the Paralympic Pele, was born with glaucoma and eventually lost his sight by the age of 7. 3 years later, at the age of 10, he began playing soccer. He joined Brazil's soccer team in 2006. Jefferson was selected for both the Rio 2007 and Pan American Games at the Beijing 2008 Paralympic Games. He took both medals home. Jefferson once said that he was proud to be a role model for others to follow his path in sports. Silvo Velvo, also known as the Blind Maraconda, has been on the Argentinian football five-a-side soccer team for over 2 decades. In 2007, Velvo led his team at the Copa America, where his team put an end to Brazil's 57 unbeaten matches. Velvo was one of the players who scored in the shootout at the end of the game.
Here are some resources that helped us for this presentation.